Hurricane Michael was almost 4 years ago now, and I've been living on my camper and my property ever since.
Oh, wow, this is bad.
That dark black bowl that you see
Yeah,
is probably the Stachybotrys or Chetomium.
I'm afraid that when she comes out, she's gonna try to pull the wool over a little bit. Oh, this is new damage.
Why did we call AQA out?
The insurance company, they do what they do, and now here we are, dealing in a house like this.
They're not always on your side, and you're not always in good hands. My name is Bo Williamson, and I am a public adjuster. I stand up for homeowners when they have insurance claims. Our headquarters is in Panama City Beach, but our fight is nationwide. Sometimes insurance claims can be through the roof. However, insurance companies don't always want to pay you. That's why I'm here. Living the Christian life and dealing with this crazy world around me, one thing I've learned is someone has got to stand up for the little guy. This is Insurance Wars.
Yeah, no, I'm over here with Journey. He chipped his tooth. He's at the dentist finishing up now. Just waiting on him.
So I was out at the property the other day, and the Allsnake guy told me that Allsnake is actually afraid of Noble.
No way.
Yeah, he wasn't, but the Allsnake people are.
Yeah, that's because he's inexperienced. Oh, here's Journey now. All right. Okay, bye. How's the teeth? How'd they do? Oh, that looks really good.
What was all that about?
Some adjuster. He said his boss, the company, they're scared of us, but he's not.
Sounds like pulling teeth with them.
Let's go, boy.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, guys. What's up?
That sounded like one of those ReInspection calls that they don't know how to use a website in this day and age.
On our website, we have an area for the adjusters who want to schedule meetings. For whatever reason, they're adverse to that. I don't know why. Poor Ray gets it all the time. Sometimes she can get them to go through the portal, but other times she just gives them my phone number and we work it out.
They always fight me to fill out the link, and they want to talk to somebody else, but that somebody else is going to tell them to fill out the link, so.
I was at a reinspection the other day. You would not believe this. Allsnake was out there. This guy bows up to me and he goes, "Hey, Allsnake's afraid of you guys, but I'm not." You know, sometimes it amazes me that some of the insurance companies and the bigger ones are afraid of Noble because we go out, we advocate for our client, and we get them what they need. It was a very interesting reinspection, to say the least. What?
Richardson claim?
Yeah.
The inspector's gonna be there in an hour.
Why?
They want to do a reinspection. They didn't tell us.
They didn't use your system, huh?
They did not use the link.
Definitely not.
You're driving this time. I'm not driving.
You're driving. I got paperwork to do.
You always have paperwork to do.
What have you got to do?
Driving, I guess.
Works for me.
The adjuster calls us last minute, says, "Hey, I'm on the way," completely out of the norm what the process should be. Luckily, me and Susan are used to these things that the insurance company does. We get on our way, we're ready to go.
So have I told you much about the Richardson?
No, tell me what's going on.
Well, it's a Hurricane Michael claim. So we're 3.5 years into it.
It's poor people.
Just a little background history on David's claim. About 6 months after the storm, AQA and Richie went out to the house and saw that it was in really bad shape. They realized he needed some help, so they called us out. We went out and looked at it, and we could tell it was a total loss at that point. Unfortunately, his father decided that he wanted to take care of it for him. So here we are 3 years later, and we're just now getting around to a resolution. It was a total loss from day one. From day one, if not a structural total loss, at the very least a financial total loss.
Wow. What do the damages look like in the home?
Oh, the ceiling's caving in. There's water intrusion everywhere. There's a roof that's hacked up from shingles being torn off and rafters that are broken and all kinds of stuff. And he does have a lot of contents, Adam, a lot.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I think so.
Hey, David.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Oh, good to see you again.
You know Adam, don't you?
How you doing today, David?
Good. Hey, we got some chairs over there if you want to grab a couple. Hurricane Michael was almost 4 years ago now, and I've been living on my camper and my property ever since. So over the past 4 years, my insurance carrier has sent out 4 different adjusters who all come out, ask the same questions, and then leave, and I never hear from them again. So it's been kind of tough.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Sorry we're still in this predicament.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know you're tired of living in a camper.
Yep.
So on the way over here, we were fortunate enough to get in touch with Richie.
Oh, yeah?
So he's Richie at AQA.
Okay.
So we've asked him to come and meet with us too. While we have the adjuster here, we'd like to point out some stuff that is long-term damage, is not short-term damage, and I think that adjuster's can try to pull a couple of fast ones on us and say, oh, well, this is new damage, and we don't need to cover this.
Right.
We're gonna bring in the experts to make sure that we cover everything that we need to.
Yeah.
All right, makes sense to me.
While they're here, if the adjuster from the carrier asks you any questions, please refrain from saying anything unless you know it to be true. I like to tell people if they ask you about the structure, you look at them and go, I'm not a structural engineer. If they ask you about how to build it back or what you need to do next, you go, I'm not a builder. You know, so if you specifically know an answer, that's fine, but don't try to jump in and give them an answer that you don't have the background on.
Okay.
They'll catch you.
Especially these carrier adjusters, they come in with an agenda. You know, they view everything through the carrier viewpoint. They were trying to get out of here as cheaply and as minimally as possible. So just keep all that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be fun though. We enjoy dealing with insurance companies and insurance adjusters. That's why we get into this. Hopefully everything goes well, but if things don't go well, don't worry, we've got your back.
Yep.
All
We're
right,
here for you.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Anyway, anything else that we need to bring up?
No, I think that covers everything.
You got any questions?
Not yet, I'm sure I will though.
Okay, sounds good.
Here's Richie.
Hey guys.
What's going on,
Hey
Richie?
guys, what do we got here? How you doing?
What you see it?
We have a surprise adjuster
Hey, how you doing? sis?
coming out.
Hey,
Good to see you, man.
Hey, good
Nice
to see you,
seeing
Les.
you.
Yeah, they kind of called it last minute. Thank you for
Yeah.
being so accommodating
Yeah,
and coming
absolutely,
out.
no
we
problem.
need our experts here.
We should.
I think they're going to try to hoodwink us here a little on how long the damage has been going on. This was Hurricane Michael. The last time you guys were out here?
No.
3 years ago.
More like 3 years.
3
Yeah,
years
3
ago.
years. Yeah.
So
3 years ago.
they're going to try to figure out how to pay this as little as possible.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Y'all want to take a look inside?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's take a look.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll follow you.
Hey, and everything's really messed up.
Susan, why don't I grab my
Yeah.
FLIR?
That's great.
Infrared. All right. We'll meet you inside.
Hope you guys are ready.
Yeah, it's gotten worse in here.
Oh, wow. This is bad.
It just gets worse the deeper you go in.
So over the last 4 years, the damage has just gotten worse. When you can't get a roof fix, you know, storms keep coming, rain keeps getting through, the floors get worse, the mold has gotten worse. It's to the point now where I can't even walk in there. I let the adjusters go in without me because it stresses me out to go in there and see how bad my house is.
Yeah, can you imagine trying to live in this?
No. There's no way.
Uninhabitable.
And here's where it gets the worst.
You got your big light?
Yeah, I thought it was bad before.
Yeah.
Here, Les, I'll let you go first.
Thanks, Richie.
Yeah, no problem.
Look at the ceiling
Man,
fan
you can't
just-
even see the floor. The floor is so wet, saturated, just all buckled in,
Yeah.
caved in many places.
It's gone.
Can you see daylight there? Is there a hole through the ceiling?
There's a hole through the ceiling somewhere, for sure.
What's growing over there, Les? Anything you want to take home and feed?
No, but it's growing. It doesn't make a good pet.
So you mentioned they did make an offer for the damages here?
Yeah, $18,000.
Are you kidding me?
Well, they did come back for 35 later.
Wow.
When you see mushrooms growing on the wall, you know that this thing has been gone too far. The insurance company should have prevented anything like that from ever happening. If they would have done the right thing, David probably wouldn't have even needed us. But the insurance company, they do what they do, and now here we are with dealing in a house like this.
Oh, yeah. This is absolutely uninhabitable. Just a short period of time that we're in here, I mean, the smell is just so
I can already
bad.
feel it in my chest.
Yeah, This is definitely not inhabitable.
I'm afraid that when she comes out, she's going to try to pull the wool over a little bit. Oh, this is new damage. No, this is
No.
not new damage. This is,
No, that dark black mold that you see
Yeah.
that's finally beginning to get all over it is probably the Stachybotrys or chetomium.
Okay, so we
It's a
should be leaving
hydrophilic
now?
mold spore.
Yeah.
Last one to grow, takes over all the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
bad.
of water activity to grow. So this
Yep.
has been constant for a long time.
Okay.
This is just, you can't live in this. And for the amount of money that they're trying to offer to put this back to pre-loss condition is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, as you've said before, a total loss as far as what the damages are gonna take.
And we're going to need you guys probably to testify. This is going to court.
All right, we're here
There's
for
no
you.
excuse why this wasn't adjusted properly within
And-
the first couple of months.
Had it been done quicker, we wouldn't have had this.
That's right. But it is a total financial loss now.
Wow,
What's most upsetting is they initially said that this was in good living condition.
wow.
Yeah.
Is that before or after the floor caved in?
Okay, guys, let's get back outside before the adjuster gets here and starts asking a bunch of questions.
Sounds good.
Good idea.
Let's go.
Watch your step.
All right, now there's just a few questions I want to get out of the way. Now, how many people live here?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nobody lives here right now. I live in the camper.
Oh, nice, the fifth wheel. We've been wanting to get one of these. That's pretty awesome that you had one of those to stay in.
bad in there.
Pretty comfy though, right?
Looks like the
Yeah,
adjuster's here.
it's not a house though.
So are you saying
Excuse me?
all the damage happened from the
Excuse
from the
me.
storm?
Hello. Hey, I'm Susan with Noble Public Adjusting.
Hi, Callie.
Callie, nice to meet
How you
you.
doing? I'm Adam.
Adam, nice to meet you.
When a homeowner or a business hires us, we represent them. The adjusters are not supposed to have conversations without us present. So we walk out of the house and what do we see? Miss Callie sitting over there questioning our homeowner. And this is Richie from AQA and Les.
Hi, how you doing today?
So
Nice to meet you guys as well. Why did we call AQA out?
well, typically it's because we need some, experts out here. Richie?
Well, I mean, we've taken a look at the damage in here. It's been 3 years, and so we were out here 3 years ago, and the damage has only gotten worse. So we're just here just to update our records as far as the damage here on this place. This has been pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm here to to work with you guys. I'm really here for David, but we can go in and take a look if you want to.
Have you
and
been
see
in
what-
recently? Have you seen it? Have you looked
No,
at the photos?
I have not.
Have you looked at
I've
the
actually
photos?
got everything ready to take photos right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's
You guys
go in and
wanna
go look.
All right.
See if
Thanks
we can open
for-
our eyes.
Thanks, guys, for being here.
Yeah, no
Appreciate it.
problem.
See you guys soon.
All right, David.
Y'all
I'm gonna-
take care.
I'm gonna head
See
in
you
with these guys.
Good luck.
We'll be back in a minute. Come on. There's quite a bit of damage in here. I don't know that you're ready for all this.
Right.
They're staining up there.
I see the staining, but what about this other stuff? I mean, it looks like
Turn
stuff
around,
he's
look.
had.
Look. You see the rot? That's from years of sitting there.
You could kind of tell once Callie walked into the house and her eyes got big, she see the mold growth, she saw the floor falling through, literally. Seemed like it's something that she had never encountered before, which is kind of discouraging considering she works for an insurance company.
Watch your step. There, you got it all the way through here. Got it up in there. Got it over here. All the decking, everything needs to be replaced, every bit of it.
Why hasn't he got any of this done sooner?
Maybe
roofing.
because the carrier hasn't paid him.
Well, we have put out a nice sum of money already.
Oh, come
Suzanne.
on. They offered $18,000. They upped it to $35,000. This is a total financial loss.
Just wait till you see in here. Just wait.
Right, but if you had used that money already and had the roof fixed, this damage wouldn't be here.
But this is the damage that occurred during the storm. You see how that ceiling fell in and that ceiling fell in?
We can put in some new floors.
To put in new floors, you need subfloors first, right? I wouldn't walk in there. The floor's completely trashed.
It's rotted out completely. It was pretty obvious that she doesn't know anything about construction, what needs to be done. She has no idea about demolition. She has no idea about any of this. She is just out of her depth. Plus, there's the big bad mold growing over here, the Stachybotrys. You've got a refrigerator. See how it's leaning forward because the subfloors have fallen in? Guys, this should have been paid 100%, all coverages, first 2 months.
You know, I'll have to get back with the company, but we have put out some, I've got some.
You feel that in your throat, huh?
That's seasonal allergies. I'm just gonna step outside for, for just a minute.
I think the mold got to her.
I'm fine. My question is, why didn't he just mitigate?
You're kidding, right?
No.
You don't see the tarps that are on the roof? The tarps. 2 tarps in the past 3 years.
2 tarps. We have given him enough money for a new roof, which would have saved most of the damage in there. Water.
First of all, there wasn't enough money for the roof. And the second thing is, why do you put a roof on a house? It's a freaking total loss. It's a total loss. You don't put a roof on this.
How's a new roof gonna fix the floor in there?
David, you know, we were trying to help you, but we have given you quite a bit of money. Why didn't you do any of...
You haven't given me any money. You say you're trying to help me. If that was true, then you would have brought me a check today, not another person asking me the same questions y'all asked me 3 years ago. It was extremely frustrating to hear the adjuster try to kind of pin this on me, like it's my fault. I did everything I was supposed to do. I paid my insurance premium every month. I filed my reports. This is my first time doing this, and I did everything by the book, and they still keep trying to come back and blame me, the victim. These people are trying to help me get my life back on track. We have to go to court, but I'm not gonna sit here and let you yell about my home like I'm not here.
This is the 4th opportunity your company has had to fix this, and you're still missing the issues.
Yeah.
What issues that he should have mitigated?
He
that we have given him money?
The first thing he did was put
done?
a tarp on. He put a tarp on, but that's not what happened. The ceilings fell in the night of the hurricane, not 5 weeks or 6 weeks later. They fell in the night of the hurricane. All the water came in. There was no mitigation that could have prevented the damage that you're seeing in here. Now, maybe if you guys had written him a check for what he really needed, he could have gotten contractors in here and done the mitigation that needed to be done. You didn't give him enough money for a roof.
I hear what you're saying, and the 4 adjusters, but the first adjuster did come out and gave him what they saw.
4th.
I am
How
the
many-
4th
how
adjuster,
many
but they
months
gave him at
after
that
that?
point in time what the damages were.
We're beyond.
They gave you the money.
We're
You should just
absolutely
work in
beyond.
fast food, because they don't care if you do your job right there.
Wow. David, I appreciate your loss, and I'm sorry you're having to go through all this right now. Susan, we have a difference of opinion.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I
Probably
really
a
don't
good
feel like
idea.
there's anything I have.
Because we're going to court on this. There's no way. We're going to court. He's going to have to hire a lawyer. We're going to be there. And you know what's going to happen? That lawyer that we're going to hire, or that we're working with, they're going to look at that jury and they're going to say, hey, who in here was affected by Hurricane Michael 3.5, 4 years ago? Every single person's going to raise their hand. Then they're going to look at the judge and say, hey, were you affected by Hurricane Michael? And he's going to raise his hand. Then you know what the next question is? Next question is in here, jury pool, who in here is happy with their insurance company? Not a single person's going to raise their hand because of this kind of stuff.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. This man needs to be made whole. The hurricane that hit Panama City Beach was a Category 5 and it was horrible. We have helped so many people in this area to get the money that they need to rebuild their lives again. It's not just their house, it's their life. The insurance companies delay as long as they can, and we come in and we get the documentation together, we present their claim in the best light favorable, and we work to get them paid.
All right, well, you guys do what you feel you need to do.
We will, trust
Drive
me.
safe.
Thank you.
Let's go sit down for a second.
She was a little bit out of her element, huh?
You think? She had no clue what she was talking about.
I don't think she's ever even been around mold.
No, or construction for that sake.
She said she appreciated my loss. What does that mean?
It means she's glad she has a job? I don't know. Look, the next thing that we're going to do now is we have attorneys that we can recommend to you, and we'll have you go and talk to one of them and move this claim into litigation.
And like she said, once it gets to that point, the insurance company has no other choice but to take it seriously.
Gotcha.
The problem is that you as a homeowner, you pay your premiums on time. You don't argue with the insurance company, and a lot of people depend on their insurance company to do the right thing, and that's what they bank on. That's where they make their money, is people that just expect them to do the right thing, and they try to get away with stuff like this.
And this is the majority. I mean, they don't pay what they should. On average, they pay 16.7 cents on the dollar. That's not our statistic, that's a government statistic. They want to just keep dragging it out until you're exhausted and you throw your hands up and go, okay, whatever, and just do whatever comes next. But we need to take this to court. You've got a case. This is legitimate. This is bad faith. They should have paid you within the first couple of months. You should never have needed to hire us.
Well, I'm glad that I did. Thank y'all both again for everything you've done. I couldn't have done any of this without you.
Well,
Absolutely.
you're
No
welcome.
problem.
This is what we do, because this is what insurance companies do to an awful lot of people.
People hire public adjusters to deal with the insurance company. It's this big, bad entity that they think they won't be able to fight. But as we saw with David, whenever they put their input in and put their testimony, they should be able to get what they need. Didn't seem like Callie was listening though.
Now, the odds of them taking it all the way into court,
They're not gonna do it. They'll settle on the doorsteps to the courthouse. They don't wanna see the inside of a courthouse, like she mentioned to the adjuster. What happens if it gets to court? You have a jury of your peers. Everybody here in Panama City has encountered and endured Hurricane Michael and continue to deal with it. So they're not gonna take it that far.
no, they're not. And with all the evidence that we have with AQA and other stuff that we've done, there's no way that they can fight this legitimately in a courtroom. You know, we have the evidence, we have the why, and we have the how much. It's what it's all about.
Do you have any questions, David?
Not for y'all. Y'all have answered pretty much anything that I had.
No
Well-
problem, man.
We'll be in touch, and we're going to let you know who we need to talk to and where we need to go.
Yeah. All right, let's head out.
Thanks.
Thanks again.
Good to see you again, David.
You too.
Thanks, David.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Man.
That went south fast.
It's really unfortunate that I am having to take this to court. I was hoping to settle out, but I know having Noble on my side and all the different experts that they've brought in to help build my case, we're going to get this settled and they're going to make me whole. Yeah, the look on Callie's face was priceless.
Hey, it's David.
Yeah.
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Just enjoying the new house.
Look at that new house he's got.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
Golly. And it's what, been 3.5 months, 4 months since we were out there together?
Yeah, you guys got things moving pretty quick. Like, I knew I was gonna get a new house eventually. I just didn't think it would be so fast.
Yeah, policy limits, we saw it coming, but you standing your ground, us being there to back you up, really gave them no other option but to do what they were supposed to do.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks again.
I'm glad it all worked out. Call us if you ever need us, and hoping you don't, but call us if you do.
Fingers crossed I don't have to.
You take care.
Bye, David.
Bye.
That worked.
Oh man, I'm so happy for David.
Do you have a moment?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up?
what's
Okay,
up?
perfect. I finally got one of the carriers to listen to me. They filled out the link for
Okay.
the inspection.
Nice.
I didn't have to fight them on it. I was wondering if you would be available for the 24th at 10.
Let's take a look.
That works for me.
24th is open.
Perfect, first option. All right, I will go ahead and call to get that taken care of for you.
Okay.
Awesome. You're driving this time.
What do you mean I'm driving this time?
Write it down.
All right, driving.
Susan's driving.
Oh,
Adam's doing paperwork.
Hey, I was wondering if I could speak with the
Really?
scheduling advisor.
chase ensued. Running down Thomas Drive here in Panama City Beach, he went over a bump, went airborne, and rolled into our client's building.
Hi, Nelson. I'm Tam.
Hi, Pam.
Tam with a T.
The damage
Never
is
accept
not.
a no from somebody who does not have the authority to give you a yes. Do you have the authority to say yes?
If Nelson is out here just to look at ceiling tiles, this claim isn't moving forward. We're in big trouble.